Hey guys, how are you all? So I was trying to go through all the questions that you were sending me on stories, and there were way too many questions. So I thought I'll just come on a live session because I had some time and try to answer a few questions. I can save this live or I'll see what I have to do about it. So taking all in the questions over here. I will be just reading out the questions that were sent to me and I'll try to answer as many as possible. So, can you guys see the question? Yeah, okay. So, somebody has asked me about my skincare routine. I am really surprised that you guys ask me these questions, but I have a very basic skincare routine. I just wash my face with water and I apply a moisturizer. I use Rikil's moisturizer, and after that I do 2-3 drops of almond oil and I just massage my face. I'd shared that video on my group on the IG channel that I have with Shreya. I have shared it on that, the video that I use to massage. Okay, so somebody has asked, my in-laws keep on saying to my 20-month-old that your mom hit you if you eat ice cream, mom is angry and all negative. See, I've seen that it happens in a lot of households that mom is usually the villain. Mom will usually say no for things, and everybody else wants to be in good books of the child. So they will say yes to it and they will say, because your mama has said no, na, that's why you don't have to, you cannot eat this or like that. So I understand that it is very hurtful to the mother also, that people are blaming you for the child, like the child not eating ice cream or chocolates. Like I believe that they should say no to it too, but you are always the one who is blamed for it. Ki mama mana kar rahi hai, mama is saying no. So instead of that, I would say that if somebody else is going to give your child that chocolate or that ice cream, say yes. Just a simple say yes to them. And it's okay once in a while if your child is having a chocolate or an ice cream, it's okay, but you don't have to be the villain in your child's life. Feeling so drained lately, unable to get up early morning for workout. Just look at your sleep. How much are you sleeping and how much water are you taking in? Also, one thing that has really helped me be a little higher energy has been increasing my protein intake. You increase your protein intake, it will help you with the lethargy that you're feeling. Also, getting some tests done, like for yourself, like getting your blood work done, can also be help you understand that if there are any deficiency because of which you are feeling very drained these days. I have a 5-year-old and a 10-month-old twins. Managing their foods, getting so much stuff. Getting your children on table food will always help you, because you don't have to prepare anything extra for them. For your 10-month-old twins, give them what you are having in food. Just remove a portion for them before adding a lot of spices and salt, and you're good to go. You can give them everything from parathas to chila to dosa, idli, whatever you are eating at home. Give them. 10-month olds at this age, there is a great time for the children to start grasping things and eating. So it is a great time. If you have not started self-feeding yet, this is a great time to start. I try to be consistent with household work and everything, but still a loophole is visible. See, we all cannot do everything. Like, it's so much engraved in us that the women need to do everything. हमको सब कुछ करना है. We should be good in everything. Like, your house has to be always clean. Your kids' homework has always to be best, or the projects that your children are submitting are always to be the perfect ones. But it's not possible. Honestly, it is not possible. So give yourself some self compassion on things that you are not able to do. It's okay if you are failing at some things, you're learning something. It's okay. Just keep on giving yourself some self compassion that, yeah, I'm trying my best. It doesn't have to be always perfect in everything that you are doing. I'm trying to take in some questions, even that are coming in the comments, or either you guys can leave. There is a question mark kind of a thing. You can leave your questions over there. I'll try to take as many as uh, questions as possible. Mom is villain, would it put an impact on our relationship? Definitely it will, because your child will always feel that others are right for them. And I would tell you this, that this is what I used to feel for my own mom at a certain point of time in life, that my mom was a villain because she used to set out boundaries for us, for not eating, for doing homework. I used to feel that my dadi or my bua, they all are really kind to me always, but not my mother. But the thing is that she had to get in some things done from me also. Like, nobody likes that somebody's always correcting you. So my mother was that who was always correcting me. So look at it, like, how much are you correcting your child and how much are you connecting with them? This is something that I keep on every single day, that work on your connection with your child. Nothing is more important than your connection with your child at this age. Like, I had some questions today asking that can I connect with my 13-year-old. I feel that the best time to connect with your child is when they're 2 to 10. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, so the best time to connect with your child is when they are younger, like till 8, 9. It's easier to connect with your child. As they grow up a little bit more, it becomes difficult because, firstly, the child doesn't have a lot of time at home. They have school, they have activities, and then their friends start taking our place. Like, they will share a lot of things with their friends, but not with you. So, it's better that you connect in their earlier age a lot with your child. You correct them less, you connect. That's what we teach in our connection challenge also, how to connect. It doesn't have any activities like worksheet karo ya something like that. It has mostly, we have habit building. Like, we are teaching you habits that will help you connect with your child on everyday basis. I want my 2.5-year-old to learn some good activities like phonics. I want him to learn drawing, how to start with him doing these. So 2.5-year-old is still young to do structured activities a lot, but you can start at home. You can start with just recognition of letters. You can start with drawing will not come right now. It will be scribbling. Let the child scribble a lot. Let him play with Play-Doh a lot. Let them have those blackboards that you can stick on the wall. Let them write on it. Let them do painting on it with our brushes and everything. So, all these activities will really help you. You can also check out my highlight, because that was the age I was homeschooling Zen. So you will get a lot of ideas in my highlights for it. Thank you, Dipali, for always trusting me. Really means a lot. How to connect again with kids after apologizing for shouting. Some examples. I would say that take the blame. Like, when you're apologizing to your child, always take the blame on yourself, that it was your fault that you started shouting, you reacted to that situation in that ways. Usually हम लोगों को कैसे सिखाया गया है ना, कि when somebody says sorry to us, they will put the blame on us only. Like, I'm sorry that I shouted at you, but you were only making me shout at you. You were only not doing your homework, so I had to shout at you. So, this is not sorry. This is blame again that you're putting on your child. So, you need to have conversation with your child where you're taking the blame on yourself. Like, I'm sorry, bacha, I shouted at you. I was not able to control myself. It was not a very nice way of me of talking with you. So, something like that will help your child understand that it is not their fault that your child is not making you angry. It is you who is making you angry because you are not able to understand your emotions better. So, that is the cause. And working on your own emotions, learning to manage your own emotions will always help you connect better with your child. When you understand what too much anger issues due to physical health issues and pain. See, when our body is in pain, when we are not working out, or when our physical health is not okay, our mental health cannot be okay. Like, if I am in pain all the time, I will obviously feel irritated all the time. Get yourself treated, take rest that is needed for your body, heal yourself completely, do whatever it takes to physically heal you first, and then start working with your child. It's okay to take rest. Like, even if you're not able to spend a lot of time with your child because of your health, make sure you just spend 10 to 15 minutes in a day, and in which you connect a lot with your child. Instead of in that 15 minutes also you're correcting your child, just focus on connection in that time and work on your physical healing first. How to handle the situation when my little one cries a lot. So, crying is basically your child telling you that he is not liking something that is wrong, that a behavior. So, looking at the behavior of crying, instead look under the behavior. What is causing your child to cry? What are the situations that your child cries in? And how much attention does your child get when they start crying? Like, if your child gets a lot of attention whenever he's crying, everybody around just gathers around the child ki kya ho gaya, what happened. The child is getting a lot of attention which they usually don't get, so the child will do that more. So you need to understand that what is triggering these crying sessions for your child. And also, don't, like, I would say, validate the child's feeling. Usually people try to distract the child when they are crying. Instead of that, validate. I know, bacha, you didn't like it, I understand. And might be your child will not stop crying because of it, but they will feel validated. And apart from the validation, don't overdo it. Like, you're constantly like behind your child, kya ho gaya mere bacche ko, why is he crying, what happened to you bacha? Nothing like that. Keep your composure, keep yourself calmer, and then respond to your child in that time. Okay, I'm trying to look in for more questions. There's so many I'm just getting here and there. My 1.5-year-old throws food on the floor and transfers it with spoon. Any suggestions on handling? Let him practice that. It's a great skill that he is learning to transfer with spoon. Give him more activities throughout the day where he can just, scoop things and keep it in the other plate. It is just a developmental milestone for him to learn scooping and eating. So, you can give him a lot of activities to practice that. Also, whenever your child is throwing food, don't react to it. Like, if you react to it, they will tend to do it more because they think it's more fun that way, is to get a reaction for you. Megha, how old is your child? My child doesn't want to join any activity. Once he does join, he doesn't want to continue after a few days. Can you just tell me how old is your child? My toddler is demanding TV frequently. I am trying to avoid as much as possible. If he has company, he is busy, or else TV. So, see, this is going to happen if your child knows that whenever I am bored, I get screen time. Like, if this is a habit in the house that whenever the child is not doing anything and they get screen time, so the child will think, okay, I'm not doing anything, I want screen time. So, you get your let your children get bored. It's okay for them to get bored. And toddlers, they understand all these very well, that when I can cry and get screen, and what are the times that I will usually get screen time. So you need to have boundaries on when it is allowed to have screen time. And see, boundaries doesn't mean that you have to shout at the child. You can very kindly and firmly tell the child, okay, but it's not the time for our screen time. Our time for screen time is 4 to 5. We can watch it at that time, or we watch only on weekends. So and with screen, one more thing is that the more they get, the more they will crave for it. It's similar for us also. Like, if you're watching reels at night, you will not want to stop, you will want to keep on going, keep on going. So it is the same for everyone, especially for kids, because their brains are not yet developed. It is even more for them. So when you limit screen time, when your child has limited screen time throughout the day, you will see that they will ask for it also lesser. So 4.5 year old doesn't want to go to classes. If he goes there, he just plays for a few days and doesn't want to go. So it's very normal, Megha, because if the child has made it a habit, like some days I go and then mama just picks me up from here. If I throw a tantrum or something like that, then they will not want to push themselves. And usually in classes, especially in physical activity classes, when the child is pushed through their limit, they don't want to continue. So constantly having that chat with them, that beta, we have to continue for this week at least. Let's go for a week and then we can decide on it. And also keep on looking, like, what is the child not liking in the class? Is the class that you are sending your child according to their interest? Okay, I'm trying to look in for more questions. My toddler scribbling on walls all the time. If given crayon or pencil, how to stop that? See, if you're not okay with your child like scribbling on the wall all the time, you have to set out boundaries that, bacha, we cannot write over here. What we can do is we write on this paper. Whenever you want to write, whenever you want to scribble, you can come to me and then we can write here together. So again and again reinforcing what you want the child to do. Instead of writing on the walls, you have to just keep on reinforcing that what you want them to do, where they can write when they feel like writing. Writing on the walls is something that I have never been okay with, honestly. I know a lot of people allow that, and it's okay. Like, if you're okay with it, nothing like it. But if you're not okay with it, that's also okay. Like, you can have that boundary in place that, but we cannot write over here. So now when Taha does it at times, like he scribbles here and there when he wants to scribble, then I make sure that I ask him to clean it so he knows that it's not okay to write on walls. And mama has to clean it, and mama doesn't like cleaning, so he has to do it because he was the one who made the mark on the wall. Hi Rahila, during periods I feel really low. I get only negative thoughts, and this affects my contact with my husband and kid. Can you please help? I would suggest that you check out on Shreya's page about PMDD. Like, from what you are saying, I can understand that this has some kind of symptoms of PMDD. So just check out, read more about it. I'm sure you will find help, and you can always DM Shreya to know more about it. She went through it some time back, and she'll be able to help you better. You can just DM me after this call and I'll share her profile with you if you want. Thank you, Mom Booth. I that you like my content. I'm really glad. My child is getting aggressive when he sees some guest at our home. How can I handle this? See, first of all, whenever you have people coming over, always inform your child that these people are going to come home. Secondly, don't have expectations of the child to greet them, to behave in front of them. If you are showing all these kind of things, the child will want to keep away from them or be aggressive to protect them. Just see that are the guests usually trying to hold the child, kiss the child, and the child doesn't like it. So if that is happening, you keep the child close to you, and just when other people come home and your child is not okay with saying hello or going with them, you just tell them that I will hold you, bacha. You can be with me when these people are visiting. I know you're not comfortable with them, so you can be just with me. Mama will help you in any ways she can. So when your child has that confidence ki, okay, somebody will be there to help me navigate this through the situation, they will feel comparatively calmer. Like, my boys don't want to talk to anyone who comes to our place. Like, even now they are not that comfortable with that, and I've become very okay with that. I just tell them that if somebody is visiting, I just tell them that these are the people who are going to come and what is expected of them. Like, if they want to be with me on the kitchen all the time, if they don't want to play with them, it's okay. They don't need to say hello, or they don't need to go and hug them or kiss them. That's okay for me. So, having such conversations will give your child confidence that, okay, nothing will be pushed on me when other people are visiting. My 4-year old is not going to school. What should you do? Please help. So, Zainab, having conversation with your child that what is happening, what he's not liking, also giving him confidence that you will be there for him when he returns back from school. See, sometimes schools are a little tough for kids, like understanding that going to a different new place with teachers. So do a lot of pretend play with your child in that time, I would say. Like, doing everyday kind of a pretend play will help your child understand that what is the child going through in school, what he's not liking, and then talking to the teachers about it. Thank you, Mithila. I'm really Pratibha. How are you doing? When Zen was born, how did you manage both the kids? Didn't older one feel left out? Especially when in-laws weren't supportive. So in my case, my in-laws were really supportive, and but I feel that was the time that I really felt disconnected with Taha. Like, I used to feel ki I can handle only one child. I don't want this child near me. I have to be just there for my little one. Like, other people, he's comfortable with other people. So I think I made a lot of mistakes back then with Taha. But I would say that keep your elder one close to you, a lot close to you. He needs you more in that time because it's such a big transition for your older child also. So keeping your child close will help you. Also talking to the child, prepping them from now on, like what will be expected and what are the time that you will be able to make for the child, will help him understand that situation better, Palak. Strangers, relative, etc. touch kids, pull their cheeks, etc. My child doesn't like it and I'm okay with it. But should I teach my kid to be okay with people pulling his cheeks because it triggers him badly? No, never. You should never teach your child that they should be okay with somebody touching them. Like, if it's not okay for an adult, like to do to an adult. Like somebody comes and pulls my cheek, I won't like it, and it is very inappropriate also, like somebody doing that to me. So I feel that it's not okay for adults to do that to kids also. Teach your child to say no loudly. No, I don't like it. Don't do it to me. Just teach them that. Like a lot of people do that to Zen, and he just gets really aggressive. He will start throwing his hands here and there. He will run away from that, and really, it makes me really happy that he's able to protect himself. People are like, ऐसे ही होता है, सब प्यार से बच्चे को टच करते हैं. It's okay, I'm confused. I understand that because we have been raised like that it's okay to touch kids like that, but you can always have a gentle conversation with people that he's not okay with somebody touching him, so please don't do that. And it's okay if other people are bothered by it, then they can keep their hands to themselves, is what I feel. Okay, so I'm tired now. I will again join in. I have a lot of questions still left to answer. So I will join in some other time again. It was really, really fun for me today. Thank you. Thank you, everybody who joined in today. I will see if I can share this session somewhere or save it. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Bye bye.